of the Shiv Sena. He's larger than life. He's a larger than life figure in the state of Maharashtra, not just in the city of Mumbai. A big chunk of the city's and Maharashtra's population holds him in very high esteem. So it isn't surprising that a battle over his legacy has erupted between the Sena factions. Of course, it is his 97th birth anniversary, so it will. Today is an opportune moment. So on one side, there is heir Uddhav Thackeray, his son. For him, it's about the family name, the legacy of Balasaheb. On the other side, there is Maharashtra's Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, who wants to project himself as the true heir of the Balasaheb legacy. Now, this is a battle that has gone on for months now after the split, but it has erupted once again on Balasaheb Thackeray's 97th birth anniversary. Both factions, the Uddhav faction and the Shinde faction, had planned parallel celebrations today, all in an attempt to assert who the real heir to Balasaheb's legacy is. So today, take a look at those pictures. Chief Minister Shinde reached Kolaba to visit the statue of Bal Thackeray and garland it. He beat Uddhav Thackeray to it, who is visiting the statue in the evening. So the swords are out, the battle is fierce, but who will win this war over Balasaheb's legacy? We will just have to wait and watch. Quickly listen in to all the reactions that have come in.
आज आदरणीय हिंदू हृदय सम्राट शिव सेना प्रमुख बाला साहब जी की आज जयंती है, उनका जन्मदिन है। ये हमारे सभी लोगों के लिए एक खुशी का दिन होता है। उनका योगदान तो सभी लोगों को पता है, इस राज्य को, देश को पता है, और उनके दिखाए हुए मार्ग पर हम लोग चलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। उनके विचारों के आधार पर ही हमारी सरकार स्थापित हुई है।
आज बालासाहेब ठाकरे जी की जयंती है। बालासाहेब ठाकरे ने महाराष्ट्र को, खास करके यहाँ के मराठी मानस को एक मंत्र दिया कि महाराष्ट्र के लिए काम करो, स्वाभिमान से जियो, और यही मंत्र और राज्यों में भी फिर गया है। बालासाहेब ने क्या कहा था कि मैं महाराष्ट्र में रहता हूँ, मैं महाराष्ट्र का नागरिक हूँ, भूमिपुत्र हूँ, मुझे यहाँ का हक मिलना चाहिए।
Let's see how the story plays out, because 7 o'clock is when we are going to see Uddhav Thackeray address a rally as well in Kolaba. So we'll see what he says. For the moment, a quick chat with our guests who are joining us from Mumbai this evening. Rohit Chandavarkar is a senior journalist. He's with us on the broadcast. Hi, Rohit. Good to see you. Varun Singh is a political analyst. We'll be speaking on behalf of the Shinde faction, as it were. And you can correct me, Varun, if I'm wrong there. And Kishore Tiwari is leader of the Shiv Sena from the Uddhav Thackeray faction. He's joining us on the broadcast. You know, it's important for our viewers to know who is going to be speaking on whose behalf. So I think it's a good caveat to put out. Hello, everyone. Varun, then I can start with you, since both you and Kishore Tiwari ji are smiling. What's this one-upmanship about? It is the Shiv Sena patriarch's birth anniversary, and we are seeing big animosity over this anniversary.
I'm in Mumbai. I don't see any animosity in Mumbai. Eknath Shinde chose to visit Kolaba and garland the statue, while Uddhav Thackeray decided to go and form an alliance at that same time with another party. He wanted to cement his BMC win by having an alliance. So the choices are pretty clear over here. Eknath Shinde, the Chief Minister and the political heir of Shiv Sena right now, because most of the MLAs are with him and most of the MPs are with him. He knew what priority is. In politics, you always have to understand one thing. What works is the way you show how you're working. And when Eknath Shinde decided, he knew that today it is the Jayanti of Balasaheb Thackeray. He decided to visit his statue first, garland him, and do other work. Whereas Uddhav Thackeray, who has categorically, to be honest, has lost that thing right now, and he went to cement his alliance with the BVA, Prakash Ambedkar, for winning BMC polls, because he thinks that in 2019, how BVA managed to help All India Muslim AIMM in winning Lok Sabha seats, same way the same party will help him win the BMC elections. That is the reason why he went there instead of going to the statue and garlanding Balasaheb Thackeray's statue over there. So there is no animosity. It is pretty clear. It is choices. People have chosen their words.
Okay. So Kishore Tiwari ji, Varun Singh is saying there is no animosity. He lives in Bombay and he's saying there is no animosity. But I do see some animosity here when you have the portrait of your father, being inaugurated, unveiled, call it what you will in the assembly. And Mr. Thackeray decides to stay away for what? Isn't that childish, sir? It's your father's birth anniversary. And whether you like it or not, the fact is that the guy in charge right now is unveiling a portrait in honor of your father. The least you can do is show up, but you decide not to. Was that childish / petty?
Shreya, you tell the childish, pretty, and all nonsense. I don't know, but the fact of the matter is the legacy of the Balasaheb Thackeray was very much established 2 decades ago, and Uddhav Thackeray is leading the Shiv Sena. What is Eknath Shinde? Eknath Shinde is a group splintered with Shiv Sena and joined the hand with the BJP. It's a BJP plan B that create a proxy picture that there are two Shiv Sena. One is having that legacy and this legacy, but today is a historic decision that Rohit will also agree that he has joined hand with the Prakash Ambedkar. So this is the very big going that all OBC and other Marathi people, other than 2-3% this Bamman Baniya party, now the situation is clear. This Prakash
किशोर जी
Ambedkar has.
ब्राह्मण बनिया पार्टी क्या होता है?
Let me speak. Let me speak because I have been to RSS and BJP. I know him. Only 2% of these Maharashtra population is governing the state, and you have just stolen away the party, and now you want to Bapchor party also. That is very bad. So I am telling you, who is
What do you mean Bapchor party? Kishore ji, what do you mean Bapchor party?
Shreya.
What do you mean by this is a BJP narrative that there are two Shiv Senas? Right now there are two Shiv Senas. Officially there are two Shiv Senas. There is no narrative here, it's true.
No. The days are not
There
far.
is one Shiv Sena that is being led by Mr. Shinde. Almost MLAs are with him, and there is one which is being led by Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, who has very few MLAs. So there are two Shiv Senas.
I will come back to you. After BMC election, corporation election, ZP election, you will find all Eknath Shinde, including our Varun also, they are a part and parcel of BJP. You will find it. So what I am saying you, anything other than Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena is the proxy Shiv Sena, is a bogus Shiv Sena. And that is the Gaddarachi Shiv Sena.
Why is that? Just because he is the son of Balasaheb. Why is that? Just because he is the son of Balasaheb. It's his birthright, therefore, to be the owner of the Shiv Sena, sir. Ye kya logic hua?
Shreya, this has been happening with YSR also. This has happened with DMK also. This has been happening in India. This is happening with the Mulayam Singh also. But from last 20 years, Uddhav is governing the party. He is heading the party, and the days are not far when the Eknath Shinde and all 40 plus 15 will not be there in the politics also. So those who have betrayed the Shiv Sena has never survived with their existence. They have to merge with them. They have to work with one or the other. Today we have brought out
before I go to Rohit Chandavarkar, to make sense of what has happened today, Varun Singh, would you want to respond to the Bapchor tag that has been given to Mr. Shinde and his faction?
Tiwari ji has categorically claimed that he has been to, and I know Tiwari ji for almost a decade now, so he has been part of the BJP, RSS, he has run a lot of things. So, but I wasn't expecting him to go down to call, Brahman and Baniya party to any party, because that is not how it should be, because he was part of it. And the Bapchor thing is so sad. I mean, Balasaheb's legacy cannot be limited to one person. Are you trying to, with this tag that they keep on giving to everyone who has followed Balasaheb's ideology is so vast that you cannot just limit it to Matoshri. It is completely acceptable to the entire state of Maharashtra.
Now, Varun, are you claiming Matoshri also? Along with the Sena Bone, are you claiming Matoshri also?
No one is, I'm claiming Balasaheb's legacy
कुछ भी
cannot
हो
be limited
सकता है,
only to
ज्यादा हंसिए
Matoshri.
मत किशोर तिवारी जी.
And just one small thing to say that he spoke about dynasty. Today we saw in the afternoon that how two people who are running the legacy of their father and grandfather came together in Maharashtra to form an alliance, and that is the sad part of our political system.
Cannot
we always think
their
कि राजा का
contribution.
बेटा ही राजा
You
बनेगा.
cannot ignore their contribution.
राजा का बेटा ही राजा बनेगा cannot be the state of affair in this country anymore. We have seen multiple examples where the राजा का बेटा has been thrown out of chair and जनता आई है. रामधारी सिंह दिनकर ने बिल्कुल सही कहा था कि खाली कुर्सी खाली करो कि जनता आती है, and it has happened several times. So please, just because someone is the son of a person who has led this country for some time, you cannot expect that person only to be the leader. There are multiple things that change. अच्छा रहेगा कि अगर हम हकीकत में जिए.
No, Balasaheb Ambedkar has struggled a lot. He has been struggling a lot.
No, also fact is, isn't it the last day of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray's term as the president of the Shiv Sena, if I'm not mistaken, Rohit Chandavarkar?
Yes,
what
yes,
happens to
Nobody
that?
Can remove.
Rohit Chandavarkar, just come in here and put some sense into this.
Yes.
Or nobody can remove, but who will elect him? If today is his last day, then who will elect him? Rohit, please go ahead. Could you make some sense of what is going on right now? Now, today is just a peg, and we are seeing that the legacy of one man is being contested by two claimants, and there are separate celebrations that we have seen. But where do you see this go ultimately? After all, there is an important BMC election this year itself.
Yeah, Shreya, so in the beginning you mentioned that, who's going to speak on whose behalf, and that was very interesting because I've never heard any anchor describing this so well. Who's going to speak on whose behalf? I'm going to speak on the behalf of the people of Maharashtra or Mumbai, and I'm going to speak on behalf of you, the anchor or the journalist, because I'm going to try and analyze this as an independent person without taking any sides, right? I mean, that's what matters. So what is happening, which has been narrated already, is a big battle that's going on over who claims the legacy to, who claims basically Balasaheb's legacy, which is like a gold mine. You sit on that legacy and you can achieve a lot of things which Uddhav Thackeray and others have achieved. And this is not the first time that there has been a battle over who is the true torchbearer of that legacy, because Raj Thackeray and many others, even Narayan Rane when he walked out, Chhagan Bhujbal when he walked out, all of these leaders have claimed that, they are the true Shiv Sena or whatever. I mean, now it has become very obvious that Eknath Shinde, because he's got close to 40 MLAs and 12 MPs, members of parliament, he's the biggest challenger to Uddhav Thackeray. So now, today, it being Balasaheb Thackeray's birth anniversary, it was a time for everybody to play out to the Shiv Senics and people of Mumbai and Maharashtra, play to the gallery, so to speak, in the typical Shiv Sena style, which is an emotional appeal about, what they're going to do and who's the real legacy holder. And as you rightly mentioned, it is coming at the right timing, because in a couple of months or maybe 2-3 months, whatever, 3 or 4 months, there is going to be many elections, not just Mumbai, but several municipal corporations in Maharashtra, like we have been mentioning many times, as well as Jilla Parishads, close to 25 Jilla Parishads. And that is going to be a run-up to the 2024 Lok Sabha as well as Vidhan Sabha elections. That's what the whole, game is all about. Today, Uddhav played a card by getting into an alliance with Prakash Ambedkar, who's, leader of one of the Dalit parties known as, representing Dalit interests. And that has kind of come as a game or as a card played by him, which will be countered by Eknath Shinde by perhaps getting into alliance with some of the other Dalit factions. So that game will continue. Now, the big question is that everybody is asking is, who's the real legacy holder and who will win, in this battle or this war or whatever. I think the people of Maharashtra, the voters, will finally decide the answer to that question. And that will be seen very soon, maybe in a couple of months when the municipal and other results come out. But before that, there's going to be grouping remember, that is the key word today, that most of the political parties have realized that they cannot fight these battles alone now. So they're getting into various kinds of alliances. The BJP, that is the bigger picture that I want to present to your viewers. That is the key word. The grouping is happening and the alliances are happening. That's why Uddhav is getting close to Prakash Ambedkar. He wouldn't have done this 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or whenever. BJP is getting close to Eknath Shinde. They're also trying to, rope in some other small factions. So it's going to be a time of alignments that you will see. What you will see in the next few days, which is important for any political observers to look at, is that there will be various alliances happening, various press conferences happening, where leaders are going to suddenly get into alliances which are unexpected, and there is going to be grouping on one side and grouping on the other side, and it's going to be like a Ukraine war kind of situation, where you have a big player, a big political player on one side, and many others on the other side. The big political player, namely BJP, will also get into alliances with smaller partners like they have with Eknath Shinde. And the answer, obviously, the answer to who will win that question is not known. It's going to play out for some months, etc. And of course, the big battle is, like Modi himself is now saying, 400 days remaining for the Lok Sabha polls of 2024. All the things that are happening right now matter because it's a run-up. It's just 400 days. And as you know, Modi and Amit Shah and all of them are 24/7 politicians. They're going to get into politics 24/7, 365 days of the year. So it's everything that last point, everything that Uddhav does is being closely watched. Everything that Devendra Fadnavis and BJP and Eknath Shinde will do is going to be, strategy carefully thought of. And it's going to be a very interesting battle for all of us, a political battle for all of us to watch. Nice to see everybody smiling on the show today, including those who represent Shiv Sena. Nice to see that nobody's shouting. This is the good part of the whole thing, Shreya.
Yes, today is a good day. I think it's a Monday, so today is a good day and everyone is in a good mood. We'll just see if Mr. Shinde is in a good mood after Mr. Uddhav Thackeray has finished speaking. I believe he's supposed to speak at around 7:15 this evening. So let's see what he says. We'll leave it there for the moment. Rohit, I'd want you to stay on though. If you can stay on with us, Varun, we'll let it go. Thank you very much. And Mr. Kishore, always good to have you on the show. Thank you very much. I think Mr. Kishore is the reason why all of us smile whenever there's a Maharashtra debate and Mr. Kishore is on it. Thank you very much.